backs against a wall that they can play some real Dota here.
Yeah, NiP need to kind of buck up their ideas after their series from earlier on. They got absolutely destroyed. And what was game 2, like 16 minutes, 50 seconds or something? It was absolutely horrendous.
Yeah, they got a bit mepoed, didn't they?
They did, but it felt like they weren't playing on the same level that they have been. And I also think the draft was a bit of an issue for them. I don't say that about PPD very often, but I think they need to just change things up a bit. And they go back for the Shadow Demon again from game 1, which wasn't very successful, but here we go. You were asking if people were going to play Void Spirit. We get to see it.
Yeah, I told you. Tanner's been slamming this out in his pubs quite a bit recently. It's his most played pub hero out of this patch, so we're fully expecting to see Void Spirit coming out, and that's exactly what we get.
I know he has played a lot of heroes this patch, though, so far. Like, he's been distributing very evenly across a lot of them. So I'm interested to see whether this is something that is definitely going to be his, or it's something that they can push across other teams. Because I know Yapsor's played a game of Void Spirit 4 earlier. I know a lot of teams have been running it off lane as well. So we'll have to see who ends up getting it. But yeah, I would most likely to expect it to see it beyond Tanner. This guy that is kind of like the big space maker for them in a lot of the games. He likes to play things like the Kunker as well, which kind of plays a similar role. Oh, that's an early Timber pick, though. I mean, the thing is, if they didn't pick it now, it was probably getting banned out in the second phase. So I respect that. Something they're very comfortable with. Skylark likes to play that hero a lot, and they can put it on other positions as well. What do we pick with the other heroes on NiP? Like Shadow Demon, I usually think of like a Shadow Demon plus one.
Yeah,
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, the obvious ones come to mind, like the Leshrac and Luna, but honestly, like, it doesn't really seem necessary anymore. That's your first ban Leshrac on an IP as well, which is an interesting one. But glad to see that Slardar getting banned out, not getting through. I mean, we're not going to see a Void this game, certainly from NiP, because we've got the Oracle picked up from aggressive mode. You don't really want to pick Void into Oracle. Might see it into some Pyjamas ban because it has been a very popular hero, and it's good versus the Void Spirit as well.
I'm thinking maybe something like a Centaur might be okay. I know it's something... I'm trying to think of like Lelis heroes. Like maybe a Mars might be okay as well, but it's pretty bad against Timber. Kind of opens up the option for them to put the Timber solo safe lane. So you've got to be really careful with what you pick up as your pos 3, I think, for NiP. I also like... Do you remember how we talked about NiP were picking their win condition really early on in the other 2 games earlier? Yeah. They picked a core this time early on, but it isn't a win condition core.
Yes.
It's something that's just strong, right? And I think that's going to completely change up the way they do their pick order. And they took a while there, but they've been banning the TA. Interesting. Something that they obviously feel is very good up against the Void Spirit. I don't disagree at all.
See you later, Morphling as well. Okay.
And Morphling is just one of those heroes that I think I just hate playing against it. Whenever it comes up, you're like, they're either going to be really good or they're going to be really bad. And I don't want to find out which one it is. I feel like there's no Morphling players that are like halfway.
10 seconds remaining.
Probably expect them to be pretty good in this tournament, though.
5 seconds
oh, yeah, of course. Remaining. At this level, they're all really good. But like, like when you queue into a pub and it's somebody like picks a Meepo as well, and you're like, oh, they're either going to be like, they're going to destroy me, or they're going to be awful. And I don't know which one it's going to be.
This game is not in my control.
Yeah. And then you click on their profile and they've got like a 36 streak with Meepo. And you're like, oh, okay. Well.
See you, everyone. Ninjas Pyjamas spending quite a lot of time in this final ban for them, but makes sense. This is where you start to get things going with your pickups here. You're leading the draft. You've got the first pick throughout these phases, so you've got to make it kind of hard for aggressive mode to answer you too convincingly while still trying to keep a bit of synergy in your lineups. They go for the Lifestealer.
Interesting that they have not shown whether the Void Spirit's going to be 2 or 3 yet still though as well. And I assume it's going to be Universe playing Shadow Demon, so they're saving PPD's hero again.
Yeah.
And Nature's Prophet's still in the pool, and if they pick... I assume they're not going to do that, but
10 seconds.
Interestingly, they have kind of changed their draft a little bit in the sense that they were so focused on getting the profit in a lot of other games I've seen from them before. They've completely ignored it this time.
Yeah, kind of hanging a different answer. Maybe making some adjustments after the previous loss. Hard to say. But how do you feel about Lifestealer into Timbersaw? Because of course, Timbersaw mostly pure damage, but more importantly, he has the Whirling Death against a strength hero. Generally, every time someone picks a Timbersaw, everyone says to me, well, you don't want to take a strength hero into Timbersaw, and that's exactly what PPD has done here.
I think Lifestealer is the only one that you can actually really get away with it, just because he has the self-sustain for the lane, right?
Okay.
So it's not too bad. When the Timbersaw gets to level 6, it gets a bit harder, but
Right.
you have the invest by then usually anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Ooh, Lion's going to be the answer from aggressive mode, though. And this is kind of like, your different kind of shaman, but still the same kind of kettle of fish. Just some lockdown for the Void Spirit, maybe for the Lifestealer as well, just to stop them being able to be elusive, stop them being annoying. But it doesn't change the fact that there's a Shadow Demon in the game who can always just throw in the disruption into any hex target. So chain lockdown from Lion, not going to be super effective, but still, I do like the pick.
Yeah, I mean, the instant initiation is the most important thing. You
Of
know, you
course,
want to be
yeah,
able to
catch
try and
that
bring the
Void.
Lifestealer down quickly. The Void Spirit as well, but I think the Lifestealer is more important.
Okay.
You do have good burst damage from the Oracle and the Timber, so along with the Finger too. No matter who you catch, you do have good ways of bringing people down, and it's probably going to be Lil Lion as well, I would assume. So that's interesting. Kind of going away from this era where they were picking Puck all the time for him whenever they could. Feeling like they need a little bit more hard lockdown here instead. They don't have any reserve time left, by the way, on NiP. They've kind of got to go with this quickly. Oh no.
They jumped straight back into it. There it is.
I don't know how I feel about this, like especially when you're laning up against the Timber. Maybe they put the Nature's Prophet with the offlaner, and then they put the Shadow Demon with the Lifestealer, and the SD just constantly pulls, would be my guess.
10 seconds remaining.
But I'm not 100% sure.
5 seconds remaining.
I think they lack hard stuns again. Like,
Yeah.
they kind of they do a really good job running at them if they're ahead, but if they start falling behind, this support duo feels like it doesn't do enough.
I like this troll pick into the Lifestealer as well. One of the few heroes which is happy to just kind of stand and fight into the Lifestealer. Of course, it depends on how much farm you have and,
10 seconds
who's got
remaining.
what items, but generally speaking, it's pretty nice just to stand and fight. That said, the Lifestealer
remaining.
does like building Heaven's Halberd, which I feel is like a
Radiant
really strong
team
counter to the
back.
Troll Warlord in a lot of situations, so yeah.
Yeah, they hit different timings, right? Where the Lifestealer does okay in the early stages of the matchup, but as the game goes on, Troll's a natural basher builder as well, which is going through the rage of the Lifestealer. I think you have to be really careful about what you pick here as your fifth on. I would assuming it's Timber for Skylark as well, so they need to pick their mid laner on aggressive
5
mode. But for
seconds
Ninjas, I think
remaining.
it's still a little bit open. I think Lelis could quite easily play the Void Spirit as well.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to see Ninjas in Pyjamas kind of just shove the Void at mid, shove the Lifestealer in safe, and just kind of grab some Underlord or, something straightforward. And although Underlord versus Troll is horrible, but something which could just kind of lock down the offlane, be nice and safe. Maybe like a ban Beastmaster.
I still think Centaur's okay.
Yeah,
it's not great,
Centaur would be good. It's not, it's not amazing versus Troll Warlord, but it'll do. Troll Warlord is such a strong laner. There's nothing really you can pick, which is like, this is great versus Troll. And
God.
Ooh.
And now it kind of forces them to think about, the Viper's banned as well. So if they were planning on putting the Void Spirit mid, that hero gets absolutely dumpstered by Huskar. Like, it's not close. So this is not fun. They might just end up going back for the Lena here, I think, would be my go-to. Yeah,
Yep, there you go.
You may now
Tanalina
select your
gonna come out,
heroes.
and that's gonna finish off your draft for Ninjas in Pyjamas versus aggressive mode. And this has looked like two huge synergies between the Troll Ward and the Oracle, and the Huskar and the Oracle as well. So it's looking like a real good Oracle game. Lion's gonna have the lockdown to commit onto the Hack or Void Spirit, depending on the situation, and maybe even the Lena in some situations. And PPD back on his profit again, but they are pretty light on lockdown, except. And they got the disruption into the stun combo from Lena, but after that, what is there? And there's a Troll Warlord on the enemy team, and there's a Huskar on the enemy team. These heroes love playing into teams with light lockdown, and that's exactly what they've got right now. I feel like the doors are pretty open for aggressive mode here. If they just, they've definitely got the easier to execute draft, in my opinion.
That said, if this Shadow Demon can ever build an Ags, it absolutely destroys all three of these cores. So, just give Universe all the farm. Make Void Spirit like some kind of like roaming hero, and then you're good to go. They might even switch up here. Yeah, Universe is playing Prophet and PPD's playing Shadow Demon. Wow, okay. So they're just gonna, this is what I was saying about though. You put the Nature's Prophet in the off lane, and then they pressure the lane really hard because he doesn't really do anything against the Timber. And then the Shadow Demon just has the magic burst if they need it. You know, he can chain pull as well just to get XP. I think this is probably the better way round.
Yeah, I think so. I do want PPD to farm up that EXO eventually. Like I think that's definitely a great option for them later on in the game. But yeah, definitely PPD not known for his farming.
Just take the third, maybe fourth Roche, and you'll be fine.
Oh yeah,
against the Huskar lineup.
That's likely to happen.
Huskar and Troll. Yeah. Why is Lil playing Huskar?
Wait, what? Oh, what?
Is somebody?
Oh, remake after picks. Okay, never mind. Okay, this isn't the game. We're gonna throw it to a break screen, and then we're gonna be back with the real game. So hold on, people. We got some slight tech issue or something going on, and we'll be back very shortly with NiP versus aggressive mode. Hello and welcome back to this game as we are just paused up. No, we're no longer paused up. In fact, we are unpaused, ready to go and getting into this series. There was a bit of a problem where somebody forgot to join the right slot or something like that, but we've remade and we are in the business, in the driving seat. I'm ready to go with this best of three. So let's just recap on these drafts. NiP, they've got the Nature's Prophet, the Lina, the Shadow Demon, the Void Spirit, and the Lifestealer. Meanwhile, Aggressive Mode, they've got the Skylark, Timbersaw, the Huskar, which is not being played by Lil after all. It's on Borneo as expected. Lil on Lion, Lil Lion. Skidder on Troll Warlord, and finally they've got themselves an Oracle. And what are our closing comments on the draft? Basically, the NiP might struggle to get things done, and this might be a very fast-paced exit for NiP if they can't hold up their own versus Aggressive Mode draft in game number 1.
So there's two things I want to point out already. It's actually PPD playing the Nature's Prophet, where Universe picked it in the last one. So obviously just, trying to do mental warfare. The other thing is Lil put a ward down to block this top small camp, but it got seen out by the Lifestealer. So they actually know it's coming.
Yeah,
the Lifestealer's going for the other rune here as well. They might get both of them up in this top lane.
Oh, that's naughty. That is naughty. PPD can't really come into the Skylark though, so yeah, it's just going to be a straight-up trade as there's rotations down and bottom as well. Meanwhile, Lil throwing a stun away of PPD, but PPD will come across better in this engagement. He is a Nature's Prophet after all, and does do damage, especially with his Blightstone Fairy Fire. He really wants some of the stun.
Interesting that the Hack's actually saved some of his starting gold as well. He's gone Quelling Blade 6 tangos just to rush the Javelin, like really early on.
Oh, wow.
So when you're playing against this Timbersaw, obviously, the extra magic damage that can come through from the Javelin is really important, and it just helps your farm speed in general as well. So I don't mind this. I think this is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how this one works out for him. Is 6 Tango going to be enough regen versus Skylark here? Probably. So starting with the reactive armor, of course, he knows how much harass is going to come out from Peter, so he's going to do his best to be a brick wall into him. Meanwhile, over on the middle lane, Tana letting up against Borneo. Lina generally has the range to stay away from a Huskar. I'm a little bit interested that she's gone Dragon Slave, Fiery Stole, but I guess she's not really scared of the harass which Borneo is going to throw out onto her just yet. And I'm not sure if that NFI was to catch the Lina or not.
You can't ever really go on the Huskar at this point in the game, so there's no point in leveling up the...
No, I was thinking
the Sentry... But... Oh, okay, well, the Sentry was coming out, by the way, from PPD that was going to de-ward, but unfortunately Lil killed his courier.
Yeah.
So that's pretty sad for him.
Battle in the river between the two Salt Kings, Lil and PPD, chasing them down.
If you aggro Roche, do the creeps go to Roche? I don't think they do.
No, they do not attack Roshan.
That's sad.
There'll be some next level strats where you stack up a creep wave and then go into Roshan. Yeah, no, that's not possible, unfortunately. PPD is just going to come and join Lil behind the tower here.
He's really close to Javelin, though, on the Lifestealer already.
Really? Oh my god, he is, isn't he? He's hanging out. Yes, to get a couple of healies off Skylark here. Skylark trying to get over to the trees, get the whirling death damage coming through. Set him right back. Yeah, this is it. Eat down those trees, buddy. Tango, Quelling Blade, get them all. Never stop Quelling Blading trees. It's a free spell.
Lil hits level 2 here as well. I assume he's going to go for the Hex and try and make some plays across the map. Would be my assumption. Maybe bot lane as well. They might be able to find something on either Lelis or Universe.
Yep, definitely wants to be more active with that leveled up. I feel like this bottom lane is abusable by Aggressive Mode. If they can get heroes down here, then the Void Spirit and the Shadow Demon, despite being very, very kind of pesky, they don't have a lot of health. So the evasion only going to do them so much. If you get them locked down, if you get them slowed up by a Skidder, by a Spartan, and by Lil's rotation as well, then you can definitely open up some kills here. But so far, it looks like he's heading towards mid, just trying to perturb Tana somewhat.
I'm not sure how much he thinks he can do, though. Lina's really difficult to get on top of early on. I'm not sure you're going to be able to do too much to her.
Gotta say, Tana's he's been impressing me in his laning phase at the very least. They might have had 2 losses, but he won both of his mid lanes against Wii in that matchup. I mean, he did have half decent matchups. Meanwhile, Spartan getting low down at bottom. 2 poison stacks on him and a right click as well. Not enough to finish the job though. Now Skidder looking to turn it around, throwing in some right clicks, just trying to force back NiP.
Another one.
Jesus, Peter! No!
He just killed 3 couriers in the space of 30 seconds.
My god. Somebody stop this man. I hope he doesn't own any pets, because he is not treating these animals very nicely so far.
And there's a javelin coming to life at the top. I mean, Lil would have loved to have been able to try and snipe that one, but he's not gonna see it coming.
Sneaking down. Oh, he's got a taunt coming out, which is going to help him for the time being. Yeah, a lot of trades being thrown in this bottom lane as they're just constantly trying to rustle each other up a bit, but nobody quite falling just yet. Everybody across the map getting quite low here. Is Lil finds a double damage, gets in close to Tanner here. He's actually getting a few right clicks off. He's got the Hex as well. Going to keep chasing up to the high ground. Tanner, though, turning it around.
Lil?
And, hello, Lil? Getting himself away. One more right click. Oh! Oh, no!
Oh, the smoke.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, that was, yeah, that was little things.
I love it when you're playing mid and then your support hero tries to come and help and they die. And you're like, oh,
Yeah, thanks, bud.
for helping.
Happens to the best of us. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, of course, there is more action coming along, but this time Universe is actually in some trouble. Skitter's going to be able to chase him down here with some axes. Lelis, not much he can do about that one. Must have just had the edge rim and call scroll down, but they turn around. The blast coming out. Skitter, he is getting low, but he's going to turn around and be able to drop Lelis here with a nice Purifying Flames from Spartan from the sidelines, just hitting that level 3. And you know this Oracle hits hard when he hits level 3. Good night, sir.
Oracle just denies himself to the neutrals as well. You know, I don't mind that at all. He has a wand now as well, so it's not even like you can really bully him out of lane anymore on the Shadow Demon. I don't really know what Universe's job is supposed to be at this point anymore.
Yeah.
It's a difficult one for him.
Feels a little bit awkward, to say the least. Maybe rotations at the top could be an option, which is so far, you know, to hack. I didn't see what time he got this javelin at, which, you know, probably the earliest javelin in history.
Maybe.
Straight up javelin rush. It's pretty unusual. Unprecedented, some may say. Although, then again, we used to see Pangos do it. Oh, mid lane, they're going to kill into Boronia. Apologies for missing that kill. That's quite an important one as well. But yeah, NiP made the rotation in with Universe, Tanner, and the global TP from PPD. Gotta find
well,
the...
Universe instantly answers my question after I said, what's his job this game?
Yeah.
And they just go and kill the... Go and kill Barney mid with the follow-up, you know, from the LSA into the disruption. So, a massive kill for them, actually. He has triple bracer, and they still managed to bring him down.
Yep. It's enough. PvD's still hanging out around mid. I don't know how much more they can make happen on this middle lane, especially without Laguna Blade, but they're hanging out, meanwhile.
They can't really pressure either of the side lanes anymore is the problem. Like, Timber's just going to do his own thing. Troll's had this start to the game where he's absolutely fine now, right? And he has an Oracle sat behind him as well. Universe just trying to take some stacks away.
Oh, I thought it was going to wait until 7 minutes, but... Oh, God.
I think it's 5 couriers that they've got this game.
Yeah, he's straight up murdering them. Meanwhile, Boronia gets a turnaround kill in mid as Lil comes into the middle lane this time around. Stop distracting me with your couriers, Peter. We need to catch some kills now.
Yeah, a good rotation from Lil towards the mid lane.
Yeah,
that's the thing. If you can get the setup for the life break mid, then the Lina will just die every single time. Like, he's just getting on top of her in the first place is the difficult bit. They don't have any vision mid on this dire side at all. Oh, sorry, on the top side. Like, they've got the on the other side, but Lil just... I don't know if Lil realised that, but top lane as well. Ooh. I mean, I don't blame you for missing that.
That was very quick. I was literally watching that a second ago. I was like, well, we're done here. Oh, okay. Never mind. Yep, they get a kill onto Lil.
Lil just... He feeds mid, and then he's like...
Sorry,
okay,
they get a kill onto Dahak.
Time to go Super Saiyan. And he goes mid, gets a kill on the Lina, goes top, gets the kill on the life stealer. Mid lane as well, Boronia.
Down goes Boronia. The 3-man rotation in as they manage to find the kill onto the Huskar and now start opening up. There's a lot of pings coming down though. It looks like they want to make a response to this one. Skylark going to TP himself in. He can defend this middle tower by himself, so that's going to help him out quite a lot.
Interesting the Timber's not getting soul. Oh my god, not again.
How many couriers? I mean, how do they I don't think they have any items on aggressive mode right now because...
Look at how farmed the 4 and 5 are on the NiP side just because of all these courier kills. Like in comparison to the Radiant side. They would be pretty far behind at this point if they didn't get all these courier kills though.
Yeah, this is mad. This is so mad.
There's another courier coming bot. PPD might actually just get it. It's gonna go into a reward.
Oh, this one's Lelis's. He's coming in. Jumping forward. Meanwhile, double damage on Lena, wondering, he just wants a tower with this one. Huskar's nowhere to be seen either. He's jungling right now. He wants lane through to the middle lane. He realizes it's over.
Tana's going bots first again, which is interesting though. They caught the Oracle.
Oh, Spartan getting low. He's going to try and heal himself up, but they got the right click damage. The magic damage to rip through him, and that's going to be a kill on to Spartan.
God, look at these deep obs that the Dire have down though. But just because they've got this Nature's Prophet, he can just kind of TP anywhere and do whatever he likes in terms of putting vision down. I did smack Cook the Prophet in the draft, but they are proving me all top lane.
Yeah, moving on to the hack here. To hack though, get inside the creep, run himself out, and it's going to be fine for the time being.
But yeah, the NiP are proving to be why they value this hero so highly right now. Interesting that the Void Spirit's gone 2 points into Simulate this game. Normally we see being that, like, the only time it's taken, you keep 1 point in it, max out your other 2 skills first, and then go back for it after, but he's...
Yeah.
Seems to value it more highly.
I think damage-wise, it does work out better. Meanwhile, PPD falls this time around. It just kills all over the place right now. Skylark.
They really do want to get this outpost or stop them from taking it, but...
Yeah, oh, he doesn't actually finish it. Oh, Skylark, no! You need to finish that one, buddy. Okay, well, both outposts go the way of NiP, and that means no XP for the side of aggressive mode.
Barney's. Oh, he's actually not going to go and pick up the Invis rune either. This is really bad. If Tana gets this, this is going to open up a gank potential here, especially with the Laguna Blade being up.
Oh, yes. He's ready for it. And send out a stun onto Skylark to start things off, you know, just trying to defend his middle tower as best he can by throwing out spells, controlling out the mid wave. Going really far forward here, actually. He's going to get blasted by Spartan. Skylark trying to come on top of him as well as the Light Strike Array will miss. Invis pop now.
They really want to set up with the disruption into the LSA,
not
but...
much to be done about. Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay, well, PPD was quite far in.
Okay, well, what the... Jesus Christ.
I assume he's looking to try and ward or something here, but couldn't quite get it off. And they ping out where a potential ward might have been, but it's actually just about to expire anyway, so...
Alright, here we go. Smoke up from NiP. They're looking to make something happen. Bottom lane's going to be the target, Skylark. Not the easiest person to bring down, but yeah, with Laguna Blade, with the magic damage, with the burst, they should be able to get through this Timbersaw pretty easily.
How easy this is.
Disruptions out. There comes the Soul Catcher as well. Light Strike Array comes down. In comes PPD as well. They are bringing everybody to this fight. Laguna comes through, and Lelis will finish off with the Astral Step damage.
Still pretty close, though.
Yeah, that was everything. Like, if he survived that, then he probably would have lived, because they were out of spells from there on out. The only thing they didn't use was Demonic Purge. Oh yeah, pause, guys.
Definitely.
This is when you slide dash ping in all chat. The good old days. When you're playing Pudge and you miss a Hercules go, just all chat dash ping.
Yeah, on Dota 1, there used to be a thing you could do where you would type dash HA and it would tell you your hook accuracy. And it was the same with arrow accuracy on Morana. I think there used to be a stat for that as well, which was really cool. I don't know why they took that away, but never mind.
Good times, good times. Now we just have to guess. Well, you got to calculate it yourself. That's what real players do. Anyway, Unpaw's going to come out. NiP going to be looking for the push down in this bottom lane. They've got this Nature's Prophet. They've got this Life Stealer. Tana, nowhere to be seen anymore. He wants to defend his middle tower, but they're pushing down bottom pretty hard. They should get it without him. They've already lost top to Skitter anyways, who is going for this Battle Fury, by the way.
Interesting.
Becoming more and more popular as times go on. We saw it a decent amount in the qualifiers, and now it's becoming almost a pretty common option for a lot of these heroes.
Yeah, I know it was Samael's go-to item when he was playing Troll. It's like his scaling item, but I don't think I've seen many other people do it. I think a lot of other people are going for like the Yasha first, for example, as well, and just going for more of a fighting build, possibly. But
yeah,
I think when you're playing against Nature's Prophet as well, like I don't know. I think the Battle Fury's okay.
Yeah, I think a lot of players actually value the, using it in team fights actually, which is surprising. But we seem to be a lot of people picking up the Battle Fury and continuing to join in fights, play high tempo, even with the Battle Fury, which you don't expect. it's a new way of kind of playing with it, but it seems to work really well, and even the cleave inside teamfights actually seems to be quite useful in some situations when you're playing against very clustered teams or when there's a lot of mobs on the ground, such like that.
I agree, but also at the same time, have you ever seen a troll in the late game play against the Prophet without a Quelling Blade or a Battle Fury?
True.
True. It's actually like you can't play Dota because you just get it sprouted over and over again. So I think he's planning that I'm going to need a Quelling Blade anyway. So if I need a scaling item, I might as well get this.
Lelis going to get jumped on a little bit here, but Lil can't get in range for the stun in time, and Lelis is going to get himself away to the trees. Got a haste rune bottled as well, so hard one to bring down. Going for the TP out, but Lil doesn't see him and not going to guess it, and will not be able to find that kill. Dahak just making the magic happen in the enemy jungle, ripping through these ancients.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, always feels good when you've got a Maelstrom and these nice non-magic immune ancients spawn.
So Tanner's always finished the Yules as well, which I think is NiP's next timing that they're looking for here. He's almost level 12 as well, so that extra little burst of damage might be quite nice, helping him secure something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all things considered, I mean, the game's pretty heavily in NiP's favour. They've got this 4k gold advantage, they're all over the map. Dahak is doing what he wants. The only thorn in their side is the Troll Warlord right now, who they're actually going for Roche.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's in their favour at the moment, but I don't think the network particularly matters when you're playing this Huskar lineup. You know, he picks up the armor, he has an Oracle behind him. I think they can just do whatever they want.
This is when
I
it
think
gets
it's up to Ninjas to try and... I think it's up to Ninjas to try and split the map up, though, so that they don't let aggressive mode hit their timing that they're looking for.
And as you say it, look at what's happening. Dahak, Tanner, getting started on the tier 2, down at bottom. Lelis with a haste rune just blasting in at top, trying to push this one out as fast as possible. They're losing their tier 1 at mid, and, you know, NiP, they know they can't defend this one. It's just not going to happen, but Skid already getting started up here in the top lane.
Tanner's in trouble here.
Stun comes out, finger is there, right click as well, and that's going to be enough. Lil from the high ground bringing down Tanner. Just
Holy
hanging out.
Shit. It was a solo kill as well because there was nobody else nearby, so he got 900 gold for that.
Jesus Christ, Lil is rich.
Right
time to strike.
Right now. He's actually just going to be feeling so good about that.
Yep, especially after what happened earlier on. Do you remember that little attempt in mid when he came up those steps and got killed by popping the smoke? This is his revenge, you know. Lil, he's like an elephant. He never forgets.
Jeez, I am... Oh, has he got pipe coming out on the timber or something?
Ooh, growth.
Oh, he does, okay, but he's doing the lock trick. Okay, fair enough. Tanner.
That's it, getting the double pop. He's going here onto Spartan. He's going to find this kill. Skylark's on top of him, but with 4 heroes from NiP around, this isn't looking like a good fight for Skylark right now, as he's getting controlled up. Does have a lot of health, though. I'm not sure they do. Timber chain away, and Skylark's going to be fine. And now in comes a raid boss. Pioneer is here. He's got himself an Aegis. He's got himself an armlet. He's got himself a shit ton of braces as well. So he will say see you later. And that is going to put an end to this one. See you later, boys.
Really big TP there, and without the Oracle as well, that slows down their timing that they want to hit a little bit, so it gives them a tiny bit of breathing room to work with.
Certainly do. And Yule's now picked up on the Void Spirit, so NiP, despite the fact that, you know, they should be feeling real pressured right now, I don't really feel like they are. They're finding pickoffs. I mean, yeah, Tanner has a bit of a done goof down in the bottom lane, but they're holding it steady regardless. And they're losing their top tier 2 tower to Skidder and Boromir. But yeah, down at bottom, just trying to make the trading. Yeah, really, really good from NiP so far. They're playing this map great. Oh, Lion again looking, but Dahak was ready. They knew, they were ready for it, and they got themselves out. And again, you know, this is heroes just dragged across the map. NiP, they might have lost their tower and not gotten one in return, but they got a decent amount of damage onto the tier 2. And can look towards brighter futures now. Meanwhile, Spartan, in trouble once again here. Got to keep himself alive. Might have to drop the ultimate and will do exactly that. Meanwhile, PPD trying to hold him steady. Dahak getting in as well. They're just ripping in the damage to make sure he dies after this Fortune's End, and that will certainly happen. Les is going to grab that one. No response coming in from aggressive mode right now. They have got all the concerns. And there's a lot of pings coming out towards a Huskar. He does still have this Aegis, guys.
Lil, by the way, he had Aether Lens queued up, but after that solo kill, he's managed to pick up a blink, like just now.
Expecting that.
And he's just coming out on the courier.
I'm not sure this is the guy you want. The stun's going to miss. Skylark coming in from behind as well, controlling him up, forcing Tanner away. NiP trying to get themselves out, and after the rage, the hack might jump into his friend. Certainly will. Universe trying to get himself out, throwing down the remnants just to slow their chase. And even when NiP do something as ballsy as this, smoking and running into the enemy side of the map against an Aegis Huskar nonetheless, they still get nothing for it. Aggressive Mode just aren't finding what they want from this map right now. Yes, they're the stronger team. They're posturing well. They're taking some towers, you know, taking a tier 2, but I don't feel like they're doing enough.
Yeah, I love this. I just want to point out this gave him Tanner as well. We saw in the last series that he went for this spell build with like the Aghanims, with the spell amp talent as well. He's actually got a Crystallis queued up this time. And I think it's really important here. They have more physical damage available to them. But yeah, back to your point. I think when they have this Aegis, they really want to be able to be the ones like in the driving seat, taking towers. But Ninjas are just pulling them all around the map at the moment. They're the ones that are controlling what's happening across
and murdering their couriers nonetheless. Down goes Sanj. Sorry, Huskar.
Like, look at PVD as well. It's just not a care in the world.
Yep. Bombardier can't chase him. Nobody else can. Pushing at top as well from Tanner.
Never sure from the troll. Probably going to be dropped to either the line or the timber, which is nice.
Yeah, see you later, Lion. Talking of which, yeah, he's absolutely dead. Shredded in the river. Meanwhile, Skidder going the same way as well. He's got a battle trance, got an ulti from Spartan. They might actually be looking to turn this one around. The hack, is he going to be the target? No, PPD, is he going to be the target? Maybe. Here comes the ultimate from Skidder, healing himself up, and Spartan's going to drop as well as PPD. Meanwhile, they might look towards Tanner here, but Tanner, he's up the high ground. That's a hard time to jump. Meanwhile, Void Spirit running out of spells, running out of life. In comes Universe, though, trying to save the day. Going to wait for those cooldowns from Lelis. He can Astral Step up, but Skylark is waiting. And comes a remnant as well. Oh, thank you very much. Lifestealer coming in, saving the day, getting inside his buddy, and getting him
Tanner
out.
as well.
He's got the Yules. He's going to throw it down. This onto the Timbersaw with 0 reactive armor stacks right now, so a real possibility here, but NiP are hesitant. They do not want to overcommit to anything here. And actually, I kind of like that. I don't think that Timbersaw is going to drop that easily, not with his pipe available to him. It just didn't really seem like the play, so they just hang out. They're just like, alright, cool, well, we're forcing you away. We're taking hold of this game still, and my only concern still is Skitter. I don't feel like this Huskar is really going to be much of a factor in this one.
Do you mean? Yeah, but I mean, Skitter's doing fine though on the troll. It's just. Oh, hang on, Lelis. Just check.
Yep, gets himself up a cliff, jumps himself down the other side. Spartan's still chasing, has the Fortune's End in 1 second. Lelis, he has got the Yules. Gonna jump himself away, but Lil is just chasing here. He's got that blink. Thank you very much, Tanner, for giving me that blink earlier on. That's allowed me to kill your teammate.
I don't really know what he's doing there, though. It's my only worry. He's just kind of chilling in their jungle. Unfortunately, he was under a ward as well in the middle of the fight.
I mean, he makes a bit of space with it, but yeah, I agree. The kill equity doesn't quite work out properly for NiP in that one. I think it's not worth, as you would say. You know, when I'm trying to think about whether a kill is worth it or not, I'm always trying to figure out the value of the kill versus the cost of the kill. Did it really cost them much on aggressive mode? It cost them positioning, it cost them, you know, a little bit of time, but overall, no big ultimates, no big timings, and nothing really missed on the map.
He's also sending
the reward is pretty high.
Permanent message that he can't play on your side of the map all the time.
Yeah,
which is
for sure.
Quite nice.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's like, oh, you think you can dive our tier 3s? Well, we'd rather you didn't.
Yeah, and this is, again, feathering the kill equity for aggressive mode as they take down this middle tier 2 tower. This is all off the death of the Void Spirit, so really just making it as horribly unworth it as possible for NiP is what they're doing, capitalizing upon that kill. Very nice from aggressive mode. Although NiP are nearly taking this tower in response. I mean, they've been bashing away at this thing for a long time now. It does seem like they're a little bit scared of fully committing towards it. Aggressive mode elsewhere on the map.
Aggressive mode are just waiting for this second Roche now. I mean, they didn't really get to use the first Aegis how they wanted, but I think the second Aegis has to be like the big timing for them this game. Like, they really want to be able to go high ground with it. I don't know whether they're actually going to be able to manage that, but they can always give it a go.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
We're at aggressive mode. Roshan's going to be opening up for hours in, oh dear, 2 minutes 20. Not what they wanted there, I don't think.
Not at all. That's a very slow one.
Oh well, time to hit the jungle and flex it, boys. They don't know. They'll figure it out eventually. Just keep in control of this map for the next 2 minutes exactly what they want to happen.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Considering
attack.
we've had 4 games of absolute back and forth going crazy, this is a bit of a slow tempo one in comparison. This is, you know, both teams kind of understanding that what they want to be doing, but NiP kind of ahead with how they've read the game at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, despite the fact that, you know, aggressive mode have been in control, they've been taking towers, they've been having the map presence, that's kind of just the nature of the drafts. Otherwise, NiP have been firmly in the lead in terms of where they want to be in the game, and timings and everything. So yeah.
Do people always take Burning Spear's DPS on Huskar at 20? 15, sorry.
Absolutely no idea.
Because 20% lifesteal seems like quite a lot to me. Especially when you're going
tasty.
Satanic as well, right?
Yeah.
So, maybe because you're going Satanic, you just want the extra DPS. I don't know. I am definitely not a Huskar player.
You and me both, brother. You and me both. Stands out on Skylark in the middle lane. Tanner. He's just critting the dude up a bit, showing off this new Chrysalis, but oh, he shouldn't have been showing his toys there at all. Actually might have dodged the damage from the finger there, certainly did. Tanner survives, turning it around, but getting jumped by the Huskar, putting him in a spot of difficulty, but he's going to get himself to safety. Meanwhile, on the backline, they're trying to jet jump here as Lelis jumps in, gets himself the kill. Tanner does actually eventually go down. Skylark finishes off the kill. He finishes the job, and now Lelis in trouble as well. He's running out of spells. He's got the Dissimulate. Will dodge out the life break for it, and Duke's out behind them. Nicely done. He's playing them around like now. Look at Lelis go, jumping himself over towards a cliff, but unfortunately he's really running out of abilities. But he does have the Astral Step. Can he get himself down? He doesn't need to. Easy Assimilator set. Oh, a gift from the gods. Thank you very much. Haster. He jumps back in for the courier as well. Lelis, my goodness, he is playing them right now. He is just having some fun. He's playing some Dota 2, the video game, and aggressive mode are not happy about it. They're just running, throwing bodies towards him right now.
He also now has a Spirit Missile coming out in the career as well, which is absolutely massive this game up against the the Huskar, the Timbersaw, even the Troll as well. So looking forward to seeing how he uses that vessel. What can they get done with it? PD also got some chip damage on the tier 3 bot, which is really nice for him.
Hell yeah. A decent amount as well. Ain't no
Looks like
kidding,
they kind
but...
of... Looks like they really want to contest on NiP.
Oh
They're
dear.
not there in time.
They certainly are not, and now, well, they'll be able to take down Lil quickly enough, and meanwhile, Huskar might just give out. No, never mind, he's staying alive, and he doesn't have the Aegis. If he goes down here, this could be really bad. Dahak is just tearing into him, but some nice armlet toggles from Boromir doesn't keep him alive quite long enough, though. He is still going to drop. Meanwhile, Skidder turning around, fighting into Lelis, but Lelis controlled up and brought down by Skylark. Skidder chasing forward for more. Universe going to control him up with the disruption. Meanwhile, Skylark in the middle of everybody just sitting here, trying to be a big damage tank, but Speedy BD comes round from the back, finished off the kill along with Tanner to bring down Skidder, and they still have this Laguna Blade throughout the entire thing. Skylark's going to get himself away. Another disarm out onto the Troll Warlord. It's so annoying, and they can finish the job. They don't even need the Laguna Blade. They're just going to do it with the right clicks anyway. Skylark going to be the next target. Can they connect with the Yules? They can't for now. Tanner's still chasing, though. He's fast enough to keep on running down the Timbersaw. Meanwhile, Nil gets finished off the sidelines. He's got the Lotus Orb, but do they really care that much? Well, apparently they do. Skylark getting himself away, continues to run. They actually give it up here. NiP, they don't really need him. Oh, cool little Titan's Liver. Just make sure you pick that one up. See you later, but... Okay, so it's weird pacing of this game. Really weird pacing of the game. It's actually hard to get your head around, but they take Roshan, they get the Aegis, and then immediately lose the fight. How has that happened?
I mean, Tanner and Dahak just got completely, unchecked in the whole engagement. Maybe they were still so annoyed at Lelis from before that they actually had to throw the whole kitchen sink at him. But, I mean, Tanner just stood in the backline clicking and casting spells the whole time. Dahak just rages and hits them as well. And they're focusing the Oracle first in every single fight. Lelis is doing a really good job of just getting into the backline straight away. And then Universe with these disruptions is doing a really good job as well. Who has almost finished an Ags, by the way. And do you remember in the drafting stage we talked about how this Ags with the break is going to be super good against all 3 of the cores?
Yeah.
Dear Lord, this is looking really good for NiP at the moment.
Yeah, Universe is going to hit in the same timing on this one. And, we're going to see NiP really take out the trash, I think. But still, plenty of momentum left in this game for aggressive mode. They've got a cheese, they've got... What's up?
Universe walks mid, it's like, Yo, Lelis, I'm 350 gold away from my arm. Do you mind if I just take this wave? Les just comes in, just takes it all straight away and just leaves. He's like,
oh yeah, Lelis isn't listening to his teammates right now. You know, he's just got his AirPods in. You know, he's jamming out some tunes, playing the Void Spirit, jumping around all over the place like a mad dude. Like he's having an amazing game.
And this has been my favorite Void Spirit performance so far from any games that we've cast. I mean, he's playing, you know, just right on the edge all the time. He's really pushing the limits, which is so fun to watch, especially on a hero that's as mobile as Void Spirit. Universe has a telescope as well, by the way. With the Ags coming out, this cast range is pretty bonkers. With the 8th lens on top, if you look at his ult cast range, Jesus.
Let's jumping forward, throwing down the 8th remnant, just seeing if we can catch somebody out sneakily. Uh oh, double damage. Pump those brakes, boys. Pump those brakes. Skitter's gonna grab it. Have they seen? There's pings. They've got nubs down. They must know. Yeah. They're out of there. They're just pinging that there's a ward down as well. So they know, and NiP know that aggressive mode know that. Yeah, they basically everyone knows about everything right now. But do they ever know about this smoke coming through? Tanner jumping forwards. They found the backlines. Lil and Spartan are vulnerable. They might get brought down. See you later, Spartan. Meanwhile, well, Borneo trying to jump in, immediately disarmed. Light Strike Array and Laguna thrown into Borneo. Not really doing much, but this is a right-click build anyway. He's going to start getting to work on the Troll Warlock. Meanwhile, to hack Universe. Yeah, it's annoying him so much. It's controlling him up, stopping doing what he wants in this fight. And NiP will just go for a strike onto Spartan.
Whisper it, though.
Oh no. Lelis, can you play your way out of this one, buddy? I'm not too sure. The Astral Step, the Remnant coming down as well. Oh my god, this dude, he's so annoying. They can't kill him. He's invulnerable. Who needs an Aegis when you've got Lelis?
I really wonder what he goes for next as well. Like, he's already sitting at 2,500 HP. I'm wondering if he builds any tankier, if he'll ever die again.
The man who cannot be killed unless it's in the middle of a team fight and they just throw all their spells on him, in which case he's like, yep, that's fine. They jump into the pit though, but he immediately gets a remnant down. How did he know about that? It looks like, though, they will get him this time around. And Universe, he's in a bit of an awkward situation. Skitter's jumping on him. He's going to drop down the break with the immediate ulti, but then the immediate disarm in response, but now the immediate... What? Oracle, what are you doing? He's playing with him right now. Disarmament onto Skitter means that he gets absolutely nothing done in his ultimate. Meanwhile, Universe does go down on the backlines of this fight at the very least. Yeah, Lelis coming back in for this one. NiP not totally convinced they want this fight to end right now, but yeah, he doesn't want to overcommit to this, but he is doing. Cancel the TP. I feel like it was almost like a bait, but they jump in with a Huskar right now to hack on the front line, slowing them down, being the barrier and protecting Lina. Lina gonna get jumped by Skitter, but Skitter can't close the gap. Meanwhile, aggressive mode, hanging out.
Look at PPD!
What the hell? PPD, what are you doing, kid? He's bringing it back to 2013. Playing some Alliance Dota, pushing the side lanes, getting his rat on. Squeak, squeak, boys. Squeak, squeak.
I love that he's going E-Blade as well, just to annoy the troll and the Huskar even more. He's probably going to end up getting someone killed by a finger, but, you know, I'm willing to accept that might happen.
Yeah, I'm into it. Let's see. Crikey.
He has so much farm, actually. Look at PPD's net worth.
I know, he's a little baller in it. He's got one Lelis.
This little split pushing around.
Yeah.
Orb destruction though for the troll. That's a big pickup.
Yeah, it's gonna help out his damage a fair bit.
When he finishes this abyssal as well, he's actually gonna be able to lock people down and allow himself to get his damage off. Because at the moment it feels like that's the main problem, right? Where people are popping BKBs like Tanner and just running away, and he can't really sit there and just get his right clicks going through.
And it's often really nice to pick up this Orb Destruction. We always say, when someone has a Desolator or, running an anti-armor lineup with an SF or something, and then you pick up this Orb Destruction, everyone's like, oh my god, what an amazing pickup. But it's still an amazing pickup if you don't have any anti-armor, because just having a little bit, just to chip away the top of their armor is really, potent. In fact, a little bit of anti-armor can be better than a lot of it in if you have other items, if you see what I mean in a weird roundabout way. This is a poor point, so I'm going to jump ship. Can you save it?
Yeah, I was going to say that I think an underrated part about the Orbital Destruction, though, is that it's the slow as well. Skitter doesn't have a diffusal, remember? So he's struggling, this is what I mean, to lock people down. Yes, he has a basher, but the constant slow coming through... The constant slow coming through is really going to help him. There's an MKB on the life stealer now as well, by the way. He's really farmed.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Big, beefy boy.
Invis are in bot as well.
Yeah, NiP have just, we said it a lot. I'm going to say it a couple more times, though. They've just played the momentum of this game so beautifully well. Like, with the split pushing, with the item building, with the fight playing, with the momentum.
But they found Lil.
Oh, yeah, my God, what happened to him? Lil removed from existence as they jump onto Spartan as well. Spartan, though, he's going to be okay for the time being, trying to sneak away on the sidelines. Meanwhile, on the backline for the fight, Tanner fighting into Huskar, just going to throw the Laguna into his face. He's got the damage, but in comes Skidder. He's got the damage. They're going to bring down Tanner. Meanwhile, Barnier, he's actually going to be able to toggle. No, he's not. He gets finished off, and now Skidder all alone, isolated, broken. He is a dead man. Well, he's not going to be dead for a little bit as he has to battle illusions, but now, well, the Modi comes out of it, another disarm, and down goes Skidder. These disarms are so damn annoying for Skidder. He can't play Dota right now. He's been controlled to the ends of the earth and only losing Tanner. 4 heroes dead on the side of aggressive mode. NiP happy to stroll up to the high ground right now. There might be a Timbersaw in their way, but what's he going to do? Not a whole lot is my guess as they get started on these barracks right now. NiP in control. It's been the story of this game, really, hasn't it?
This Shadow Demon Axe is actually bonkers. It's doing so much in these fights.
It's an insane pickup.
If they don't kill the Shadow Demon straight away, they can't win the fight.
Your 2 heroes, like your 2 cores don't do it. Well, your 3 cores don't do anything. It's Skylark slightly less affected by it than the others, but still.
PPD's going for an AC now, by the way. He's got the gold for it whenever he wants.
Jesus Christ. He's ditched the Ethereal Blade dreams and going for an AC instead. I mean, why not at this stage? Why the hell not? 2 melee barracks taken, bottom and mid claimed by NiP, and Roshan up for the grabs right now. 22 seconds left on the Troll Warlord's respawn time. It is looking like it's all coming up Peter today. Well, not today, but this series at least.
I was going to say you might have to go back on that.
If you have
seen it once today.
Yeah, if you have memory loss, then it's all coming up Peter today.
I love how he's keeping the Blightstone in instead of the AC for now as well. Yeah, there you go. That's the big one. This AC gonna really help keep people alive, like from the troll as well. Really good aggressively with all this DPS coming through from the Lina and the life stealer.
But most importantly, it boosts the right-click speed at Nature's Call.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, very true.
Aggressive mode are going for this. PPD's going to reveal it, but he might be picked off straight away here. Lil going to hex him up. They can drop. Sorry, Spartan gets dropped straight away. And now they look forward over towards Barnier. Barnier controlled up, taken down. No buyback on him either. PPD, I mean, that's the most PPD thing I've ever seen, right? Just TPing in, being like, "Hey boys, please don't kill me," and then they're like,
"With that accent."
Absolutely, and they, you could see they were hesitant there. They were like, "Do we kill him? Is this really a free kill?" And they don't commit hard enough. They don't get the kill, and all of a sudden NiP just take him from behind. It's so bad right now.
Click on Universe.
Mm-hmm.
That has a refresher shirt.
Oh no. Oh god.
We've cast a game.
Yeah, we have, haven't we?
Where this one person got dropped 6 demonic purges on them, and they literally blew up like straight away. Because it's what, like 450, and they had the level 25 talent before as well. But it's honestly ridiculous the fact that he can have 6 charges of like demonic purge now if he like waits for them all to recharge again.
Yeah, this is it's fairly bonkers. The hack takes the top tower. He's getting the heavy lifting done for his team whilst everyone else was dealing with the fights, dealing with... Yeah, I mean... What is there left? 27k gold advantage. Roshan attempt failed. The final lane of barracks is all that remains.
Oh my god.
He's having some fun down here. Looks like he's having some fun. Playing around 2 heroes, no worries. Throwing down the Absorber, dodging out the stun. Happy feet. Hello, jumping in, but Lelis is here to try and help him out here. Lelis is jumping to the backlines. They're going to be able to bring down Lil. Meanwhile, PPD, well, they've got the Yules to control up Skidder. PPD will still be dying here. Meanwhile, Lelis, he's got to play his way out of this one, but here's Universe. The breaks are coming in onto the Void. Oh, actually, it's the Void Spirit who's in trouble. He's got the BKB, though, so he's able to jump himself out. Meanwhile, Dahag finds the Troll, got the bash, stops the TP, gets the kill. Down goes the Troll Warlord, and now they look over towards the Timbersaw. More breaks, more breaks, more breaks. Down goes Skylark, and it's 2 kills down in the bottom lane. Tanner, he's like, well, where'd the enemies go? I'm here to kill them, but you guys have already taken them out. Guess we'll go and push some lanes. I don't think there's much more left in this one for aggressive mode, I'm afraid. They do have buyback on their Timbersaw, but the Troll Warlord is about 500 gold away, so not going to be seeing that. Meanwhile, Spartan is just getting beaten down by PBD.
Oh my god.
Dearie me. Oh, dearie me. Oracle, not long for this world. Gonna get taken down. I don't think any amount of heals is going to save him from this. Pops. Middle barracks gone. Top barracks going.
There's just been too many fights where Spartans died first. Like, he's 1-10 and 5. It feels like at the start of every single engagement, NiP are just finding him and killing him off straight away. I don't know whether that's him being out of position or NiP doing a good job finding him, but whatever's causing it, it just can't happen if aggressive mode want to win a fight.
Yeah, look at U-VODs just jumping on the straight lines, immediately going for the Bashman out onto the line, and Lil gets taken down. Laguna out onto Borneo as well. Borneo stands no chance to break onto the Timbersaw, means that he looks like a block of cheese, and NiP look like a hungry mouse tearing away at Skylark. Once again, I mean, there is no contesting them right now. And there's your GGs coming out. We were waiting for it. With a 36k gold advantage, 37 minutes into the game, NiP will take the victory in game number 1 here over aggressive mode. And it was an artful game of Dota 2 being played from them. I mean, they were just controlling it in every which way, knowing what aggressive mode wanted to do.